And we are wrestling with WWE WrestleMania 38, Night 1 and 2 preview. It's next Saturday and next Sunday, and not everything has been confirmed yet, but we're going to preview the matches that have been confirmed and go through them. But I would like to say before we start that there is another event happening before WrestleMania called NXT Stand and Deliver, where they will not be seen, honestly. What type of purgatory is WWE putting NXT in the afternoon before WrestleMania Studio?
I mean, it's still gonna be on. It's still gonna air before. Well, no, it's airing at 1 p.m. So, um, you know, they honestly probably would have been better off if they had if they kept that to Friday, and move
Even a Thursday or Wednesday.
yeah, even that. um I think this is an effort to maybe a little bit of an experiment to see if people are willing to go back to maybe a one night of WrestleMania to make it feel like an all day thing. Um, I mean, it's 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 a it's a very odd placement, and it does feel like it was almost like, oh shit, we forgot to schedule this. Where can we fit it in?
Well, Kaliko, you're going to be there. Is NXT even on your mind, or is it
Uh,
WrestleMania 100%?
well, the problem with NXT being the only way I can see this being a benefit is for trying to lighten the load of traffic going from Dallas to Arlington during that time frame. Because and unless the people who have the packages are going to be able to get tickets there and then get shuttled to the stadium, because the problem with this is that the the state NXT is in Dallas. WrestleMania is in Arlington. And Arlington is not like a 20-minute drive. You're thinking like 45 to an hour going out to Arlington. And when you factor in all other things that are happening in Arlington around um, the stadium, because hell, there's uh, tailgates going on. There's Busted Open having a radio show. I think they're banking on the fact that there's so much going on around the stadium, and maybe people who don't really want to deal, who may not even go, because there are some people who got tickets just for one night and night two or night one. So I don't think the 2 night thing is going to go anywhere, because people like the fact that it didn't feel like they were sitting there for 9 hours. Because you got to think about it, man. Russell,
But
I mean, even with the pre-show, it would be about night one. It would be about 4 hours.
yes,
So that's more tolerable than
maybe five
sitting one
hours.
day for 8 hours.
Right.
So the 2 night is going to be here forever. I think the poor logistics in the sense of WWE is faulty at this point, because there were a lot of things that they said wasn't going to happen, and now it's happening. They said they weren't going to have access. All of a sudden, a week ago, oh yeah, we're having an access, and we're having signing, and people could come meet, and they're opening their stores till 1 a.m. So they are literally trying to like. I think it was like they were rigid due to COVID structures, and then once everybody kind of like rolled back shit, they're like, oh yeah, let's try to throw this shit in, rather than just like, okay, fuck it, because there were rumors that the NXT was going to be in the damn stadium in AT&T Stadium, which I was like, okay, that makes sense. Give them a sense of how WrestleMania is, but it was just like it's mind-boggling the logistics, but I get what they were trying to do because last year they didn't have to do that much. It was just WrestleMania and that's it. So it's them trying to roll their ass into the full swing of things, but I would say they did it kind of piss poor as far as like announcing things and planning things.
All right. There are some matches that haven't been confirmed yet, but we're kind of just waiting on it at this point. So we'll start with those matches. Um, Finn Balor versus Damien Priest for the United States Championship. Scooter, who wins that match?
The Catholic Church. Uh,
Amen.
I mean, a demon versus a priest. I mean, come on. All you need is a rabbi. Um,
Goldberg is going to be there?
and, you know, funny enough, I am not seeing Balor and Priest on the official lineup.
Not yet, but it's rumored.
I mean, if it's Balor and Priest, it's on night 2. Um, I mean, unless they're planning on, I could see, Balor and Priest is gonna get pushed into the main event most likely after this as a heel.
So who wins?
Balor.
Okay. Kaliko.
The streak of priests is over. Balor.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. It's not confirmed, but we even talked about it earlier. Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. If it actually happens, who wins Scooter?
Well, I mean, it's gotta be Cody. I mean, Seth is descending into madness at this point. What better way to drive that nail home by losing to the guy that left to start another wrestling company?
Well, I understand where you're getting at that, but who has ever returned from WWE and won their first match back? Because
The Hardy Boys.
Brock Lesnar sure hell, as hell didn't.
The Hardy Boys. WrestleMania 33.
True, but I mean, all they did was go to TNA, and that wasn't.
Um, hmm. Pot meet kettle.
Well,
Cody wins.
I'm gonna. If it happens, I say Seth wins. But what say you, Kaliko?
Whew. I'm gonna give history, a little history lesson for Texas. The last time someone had a WrestleMania match and it was a return and or debut in Texas was AJ Styles. And AJ Styles lost to Jericho. And it was one of the biggest what the fuck moments ever. Cody's losing to fucking Seth Rollins. for a what the fuck moment. because because what's gonna happen is Cody loses. I bet you this. Cody's gonna probably lose the match, but he vaults himself into the main event picture the next night. It always fucking happens. That's exactly what happened with AJ.
How can
AJ
they?
lost Mania, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is they doing?" And then he became the number one contender for the title, and they're like, "Thank God!" Oh!
Well, well, he'll get his WrestleMania backlash moment. Um, if it's not Cody, any speculations of who it could be, Scooter?
At this point, I don't even know if Seth even has a match. I'm
Se-
think I'm
He definitely has a
thinking.
match. They would have promoted him as much as they would
Well,
if he
well,
didn't.
well. I'm thinking something similar to WrestleMania 34. Seth ends up buying a ticket, and someone shows up to challenge him.
So Elias.
No, I'm thinking, and you may have you mentioned this a number of shows back, possibly even Goldberg.
Hmm.
But if they want to pull off a huge what the fuck moment, then it this time around it should be Cena who
That might be
arrives
interesting.
to face Seth,
But actually,
like Seth did with the Undertaker.
I believe Cena said he wouldn't be in the general vicinity of WrestleMania.
Okay, yes, okay. And no, nobody has ever told a lie before.
Let's say What's a Yukaliko? Any guesses of who it could be if it's not Cody?
An ultimate what the fuck would be Dean Ambrose.
That would be a big what the fuck moment.
uh, but I'm trying to think who is a person that has been gone a while that could come back and then make that shit like work.
Regular
I,
Becky Lynch.
I would say like a Bray Wyatt.
Hmm.
A,
Uh,
Any
a
deal?
I could I that could it has to be someone where it's like really like off the chain.
It could even
Honestly,
be
I like this
Jericho,
story
actually.
for personally.
so
I like this story for Seth because the last time they were in Texas, he was watching it in the stadium because he had a fucked up ACL,
That's right.
and he's desperate to
so
get back.
so maybe since there's a certain wrestling convention happening
Wrestle
involving
time.
a multiverse of matches, maybe it's Moose.
Oh God.
No.
Maybe it's Nick Aldis.
Who? Goddamn, pal, we need names.
He said Nick Aldis because Nick Aldis and Mickey James are fighting the Cardonas.
Oh, God.
Oh, Briscoes versus FTR going down. Like it's so much shit popping off.
Yeah. Alright, let's get into the
But Nor
matches that
who was
were
it?
that are actually confirmed. For night one anyway, Raw Women's Championship match: Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. Who wins, Scooter?
This has to be Bianca's redemption moment. However, given it's the WWE, uh, I I would not be surprised if somehow Becky ends up retaining, but it's gotta be Bianca.
I think the word is gotta. I think the word is needs to. But just because you need, don't mean it will. You know what I mean? But what say you, Calico?
It's Bianca. It has to. It will be Bianca. Because the backlash after SummerSlam was fucking harsh. And if they really wanted her out of the picture, they wouldn't even have given her the match.
Um, fair
Because
enough.
keep in mind, she had the rematch.
Yeah.
Then she had the triple threat. So they wouldn't even have given this to her if she wasn't going to win.
But I mean, I'm kind of on the same boat as Scooter. It should be Bianca, but something telling me that it might be Becky because it
Well,
is
the
WWE.
the question is if Becky wins, because the question is who's after Bianca?
Um,
Nobody.
is there anything? No. I mean, maybe Rhea,
Unless Asuka comes back.
Well,
Asuka,
ba-
Bailey.
ba- Bailey is expected to be the after Mania Raw return.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming she's coming back as heel.
And does Bianca really need to wrestle Bailey again? But it could be for SmackDown. I don't know. I think we're getting ourselves ahead, ahead of ourselves on this.
But but a returning Bailey beating up on Bianca after she finally got the hurdle makes more sense.
No, I feel like it would be more towards Becky to give her something to do, so she's not jobbing to Bianca every house show.
Unless they're doing a bunch of swaps. I don't. I mean, that's the problem. Like you got two aces coming back. So who's coming back for who? And Asuka and because both have history with both the champions.
Right.
So
Maybe Asuka will come for Logan Paul instead.
And
oh
that brings
Jesus.
us to the match that's putting asses in seats. The Miz and Logan Paul versus the Mysterios, Ray and Dominic. Who wins, Scooter?
Yeah, that'll put asses out of seats. Uh, we end up seeing Leroy Mysterio, the third Mysterio relative. Um, and it turns out that Mysterio relative is Jake Paul. Oh no. Oh no. I take it back, universe! I take it back!
So you're calling
Um,
Please.
for a Logan Paul a face turn?
mm, I wouldn't be surprised if Logan Paul ends up decking the Miz. He still won't get cheered.
No, definitely not.
Um, but when is the last time a celebrity has at least competed at WrestleMania as a heel?
Ooh. Oh
Floyd
man.
Meadow, Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather wasn't the
It was a
heel anymore.
fail. Yeah, Big Show was the heel.
Hey, Mayweather hit
Uh,
him with a fucking brass
Snooky?
knuckles.
Snooky?
no, Snooki was the face in that.
What?
Snooki was on the team with Morrison and Trish.
That's right.
Well, fuck. A celebrity
Uh,
heel.
the only thing I can think of is Colin Jost and Michael Che and on the WrestleMania 35 pre-show.
I'm Possibly. The one that's coming to mind is Pete Rose.
Yeah,
No.
but
Like,
he was in the match.
That's right. He doesn't.
And, I mean, it would have been
the
funny
li-
if Pete Rose had, gotten tombstone for 20 consecutive years at Mania. I mean, geez. But, I mean, the Mysterios will win. Something will happen between the Miz and Logan Paul. Nobody will care, and Logan Paul will be a footnote in yet another WrestleMania.
What say you, Kaliko?
I think Dominic gets pinned by Logan Paul to piss off everybody, and fucking Logan Paul and Miz win. I swear to
What the fuck, Mania is running wild.
God. What the fuck, mania? Because it has to be. And then here's the thing: because if it's a night one, right,
Yes.
that has to be something that it takes people to go to night two, other than Roman Brock. Like anything can fucking happen.
Mm.
I was kind of on the kick that the Mysterios might win this, but you're kind of swaying me, Kaliko, with this the what the fuck moment, and you know, you might not be wrong about that.
All of them had the what the fuck moments. Like last year was Bad Bunny. No one saw that shit coming. And it was a what the fuck moment.
Everybody saw that coming, Kaliko. Everybody knew Bad
No,
Bunny
no,
was winning.
no. Everybody did not see Bad Bunny performing that fucking well.
Well, not performing as well, no, for sure. But him
That
winning the
that's my
match,
point.
yeah.
That's my point. Him winning, yes, but the performance is the point I'm making.
So you're saying we're going to get a Bad Bunny performance out of Logan Paul?
I mean, he's a heel. He don't have to do much, and he's gonna do it on Dominic, because Dominic is gonna be the Ricky.
Yeah, the Ricky to the Robert.
Yep.
All right. You, uh, when's the last time Miz won a match at Mania? All right, Miz and
Ooh. Yeah.
The,
Yeah. He lost to Bad Bunny last year. See,
all right,
he's
Miz and
due.
Logan Paul win.
He
You
but,
convinced me.
but Miz beat Shane at Mania, 35.
Okay, that was a while ago. All right, Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. Kaliko, what's your favorite food?
squashed. I don't even think this is go. This might. Does anybody really care?
This is
No.
like this is like the two people that have been in the most limbo over the past three manias are in one match. You know, I mean, let's not forget that Drew's rise to fame came at a time when there was no crowd,
Wait.
and and now that there is a crowd, he's not getting back into the title picture, which is a damn shame. Uh, Corbin is doomed to stay in limbo. I hope he loses, and I hope we see the next evolution, and I hope we see sad Corbin after this.
Another side Corbin?
Not like unkempt. I need a shave, John Cena. Please put me in the Suicide Squad. But just like his new theme music will start off with like the Price is Right losing horns.
No, I don't think he's going to lose the happy gimmick until July when they go back to Las Vegas for Money in the Bank, where it all ends where it all began with him losing all his money in Las Vegas.
I would love it if he like ends up betting Moss. and then ends up losing to like some like 85-year-old woman.
I was gonna say R-Truth. Look what I won. Now you're gonna help me get the 24/7/11 I-65 championship. And don't try to kiss me. Oh my.
Yeah.
No matter who wins, we lose.
I like how y'all are like the most optimistic with this shit. Because I'm gonna be there, and I'm just letting you know right now that is going to be the liquor break. Fucking
Yeah, it's the break the seal match.
yeah.
And you know that's the
The
same because McIntyre is more than just the P-break match. And being at SummerSlam last year, he was in that position again against Jinder Mahal. Why are they so against putting him in the
no,
title picture?
no, hell, last year he wasn't with against Jinder Mahal.
For SummerSlam, I was saying.
Oh, I was about to say no. Last year it was Lashley and
But he
all the
hasn't been in
black
that
people.
position since that match.
Well, you can only be on top so long. I wouldn't be surprised if he won and he's the next contender for Roman. I mean, it's not that big of a stretch.
Um, you know what? I hope that's the case. Right.
Because he's really honestly because they already had the match at the Survivor Series and Roman cheated, so he's due, and Roman needs challengers.
True. Um, that's another conversation for another time. Um, SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The Usos, Jimmy and Jay, versus Rick Bones and Shinsuke Nakamura. Ah! Who
Kofi
wins
and
here?
Nakamura on. Yeah, the Usos.
Kaliko?
Ooh. So are women.
So, and technically, we will have all three Uso brothers performing in the same day.
Oh yeah, that's right. Um, no, I'm fine with Nakamura and Rick. I I
Yep.
mean, good guys have to win at some point, right?
What the fuck, Mania? Come on.
If there were ever a what the fuck mania, it would be this one.
I mean, the crowd loves them. They at least love the entrance. So
That's and then the bell rings, and I hate that hates to my core for Nakamura because I truly think the world of Nakamura, but he's happy. He's happy where he's at. So hey, he likes the U.S. He's happy being in the U.S. So he good.
yeah, I mean, he don't need to fly his ass all the way to Japan and not win. He just has to take a short drive. Um, Probably the match of the night: AJ Styles versus Edge. Who wins, Scooter?
A very, very interesting dynamic. I love that they've added that extra line of dialogue to Edge's music. You think you know me? You never did. Ooh, it's so good. Oh, it just reminds you of how good Edge is. Um, that being said, I think, I think, I we talked about it with Drew. I think whoever loses this match is gonna be in for the title next, and I can't imagine the WWE not having Brock versus Edge on their mind in the future.
I mean, other than Brock could legitimately hurt Edge in the state that he's in.
True, but I mean, uh, I think, yeah, I gotta go with Edge.
Hmm. What say you, Kaliko?
This is probably the biggest toss-up match of the evening. Because the problem is that the loser doesn't lose anything out of it, right?
Right.
So Edge had to turn, and the only reason I would think Edge is because they gotta justify the turn. But I would also see AJ because he's a face, and they need to justify more challengers for Roman.
Right.
So with that being said, because Edge is going to be dealing with more of the new school people, and I could see him being a mentor to a Damien Priest.
Hmm.
So I'm going to go with AJ because he's going to be the face that runs the place for Raw.
Don't forget the cramp.
I mean, it's the main. Essentially, this was the main rivalry on Raw. If anybody was the Wiseau, they would have thought this was for the WWE Championship. If Brock Lesnar wasn't the WWE Champion. Um,
Right.
and obviously, this is the match of the night. There's two of the greatest of all time in there. It can't not be it. Um, but I feel like AJ needs to win this match. You know, Edge is Edge. He don't need a win at WrestleMania to justify his career. Um, and
I think the question is, does Edge win clean?
Ooh, see, that's where I would be like, because you remember Edge was with Damien a couple years ago. We need people like you, so I would. You see what I'm saying? That would be a cool callback to help him win. Because I mean, we know it can't be Christian. So, so
it could
Oh,
technically be Christian.
maybe we finally get that Paul Heyman suggested gimmick of Jew.
What now?
You know, remember? I believe it might have been an insurrection during the Edge Christian cage match, and Paul Heyman remarked, talking about Christian. Paul Heyman says, "Oh, I don't go around calling you Jew," or like something along the lines. I don't have a cousin named Jew. In response to Christian, yeah, Jew. So who knows? Maybe we get the elongated team of Edge and Jew.
Um, I highly doubt that. Um, but I feel like it has to be AJ. If again, you know, we keep one thing we forget is that this is WrestleMania, and WrestleMania, the good guys always win. Uh,
except for Booker T, and so don't give me this shit
Eh,
about
eh,
always.
Except for Booker T, Shinsuke Nakamura, Roman
Bora,
Reigns.
Asuka.
AJ was the AJ was the it was two faces with the Nakamura match. AJ wasn't a heel going into that.
Drew McIntyre.
Mm,
uh,
Well,
Oscar last year.
There's some exceptions to the rule.
Oscar WrestleMania 34.
Oscar WrestleMania 30, 30 37. Goddamn. I mean, we can continue.
Let's move on. SmackDown Women's Championship match: Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. Who wins, Scooter?
The viewers of Botchamania. Um, Considering that Charlotte's at 14 reigns, yeah, Ronda wins, and Charlotte takes it back.
At WrestleMania Backlash?
I mean, the other thing I see during this is maybe this is when Bayley returns, and Bayley returns as a face, and then on SmackDown, Ronda turns heel against Bayley. Or Bayley turns heel again against Ronda. Because Ronda Bayley is one of the things we haven't gotten yet.
True, we could maybe see Charlotte and Bayley. And
Well, although, I mean, the first time Bayley won, the main roster championship was against Charlotte, so.
True, but.
We've
I
seen
mean,
it.
have they ever wrestled for not a title?
Yes.
Alright, well, we'll go into that another time. Kaliko.
Charlotte. Ronda ain't stand past this fucking WrestleMania. Fuck is y'all talking about? That bitch looked like she happy to collect a check. Man, y'all. Shit, man. She out here playing. She playing the role, homie. Charlotte. Goddamn Charlotte. And I think the crowd would have it no other way because the last thing they want is that part-timing motherfucker coming in winning the title at WrestleMania.
I mean, during the last part-timer in Texas was Brock. I mean, at 32 when he whooped Ambrose.
That.
True.
In a match they had to make no holds barred because it wouldn't be believable for him to actually wrestle Brock.
Yeah, that's where we was at 32.
True, but I'm talking about for the title. That's a totally different thing. Totally different.
It's what the fuck mania, baby!
Yeah, let's go. WTF Mania. Texas. Texas.
Um, I feel that Ronda would have came back if she wasn't going to win. So, I mean, she could drop it the next night or at WrestleMania Backlash, but I think they're giving her the fucking WrestleMania moment, and she's winning. Because, like Kaliko usually says, WrestleMania is more of casual fans watching, and obviously the fans that want Charlotte are gonna want Charlotte, but they do it for the casuals, no? And Ronda is a cash.
My only devil's advocate is because the last time this happened, Ronda got over Charlotte at the Rumble. We tend to forget that.
True.
Yes,
Yeah.
she eliminated Charlotte to win the Rumble.
But Charlotte's been getting the better of Ronda on SmackDown for the past couple of weeks.
And then they're going to give you the glimmer of hope that Ronda's going to beat that ass before Charlotte puts that ass back to earth.
Alright, next
What the
thing.
fuck, Mania?
What Mania? Um, The Iron Sheik finally makes it down to the ring for his WrestleMania 17 Gimmick Battle Royal. It's been since Bobby Heenan exclaimed he'll be there at WrestleMania 38. We are at WrestleMania 38. Did we ever doubt that Iron Sheik could make it to the ring, Scooter?
I don't know, but we're all eating humble pie. What the fuck make you humble?
What the fuck, brother?
And then we have anything you want to comment on that, Kaliko?
I think Scooter said enough for both of us.
Then we have Stone Cold Steve Austin appearing on the Kevin Owens show. Um, what happened, Scooter?
Well, somebody's getting stunned.
I think that was a given.
Um, uh, we see something similar to the last time uh, you can equate something like this that happened at Mania, and Austin beats Owens in 6 seconds.
I was going to say that I would equate this to when Stone Cold came on Piper's Pit. What,
I'm equating it to The Rock and Eric Rowan.
what do you equate this to, Kaliko?
I equate it to a match happening because this shit cannot. All this tension just can't happen just for some shit to blow off unscaled, right?
I mean, if Stone Cold don't want to do it,
I mean, unless Austin takes his ball and goes home. I mean,
I know.
uh,
But
but
we are in Texas, and guess what WWE likes to do to people in their hometown states? Fuck
beat
them
him.
over, Kevin Owens, baby.
yes, but last time Austin was in Texas for WrestleMania and ended up stunning all the New Day.
Yes, but that
True,
wasn't a match.
Yes, but they still came out of that big giant box of bootios.
which was dope as fucking person. I ain't even gonna lie, that shit was awesome. I don't know if I was drunk as fuck at that point, but it was fucking awesome.
See, I could see something happening, and I could see them going with Owens and Austin as the main event of WrestleMania Backlash
Why the fuck would Stone Cold wrestle at WrestleMania Backlash?
because it's been his second most successful pay-per-view.
Bullshit. If he's gonna do it, it's gonna be at Mania. You don't say, "Oh, I'm coming back. I'm from 20 years retirement I want to wrestle at Backlash." Fuck that. No, WrestleMania. The most stupendous. What the fuck, Mania?
Stupendous Mania. Oh,
Stupendous, what the fuck,
maybe,
maniac.
maybe see the debut of Stuart Pendis.
Oh God, help us, Lord. Stupendous.
Let me. Let's
I
just
mean,
ask this: is there going to be a match, or is it just going to be stun and done?
uh,
It can't be stun and done because they put too much into it to be stun and done.
I think there's going to be a book of matches. Um, there's going to be a lot of beer. Uh, not a lot of poutine though. I the thing is that I could see the WWE using this to be like Well, it just started at WrestleMania and it will end at another pay-per-view with WrestleMania in its name. That's WWE logic for you.
Right.
Not to mention, this seems like way too many like matches being made the night of.
Well, I mean, we still have Monday and Friday to book what needs to be booked.
And I think that's why they haven't booked nothing yet, because I think they're going to try to hook everybody in those last minute motherfuckers on Friday in Texas. Because keep in mind, I think this is the first WrestleMania where it's Friday SmackDown, where it's going to be live, where it's Friday SmackDown, WrestleMania Raw.
I feel like that happened at 35 before the pandemic started.
35 New York.
No,
Mm,
you had SmackDown, NXT, WrestleMania, Raw.
yep.
Alright. And it's rumored that Becky Lynch and Bianca are starting the night, which should be a great match to start the night. And that Stone Cold and Kevin Owens is closing.
It can't close. It cannot close.
No, it can't.
Then we have Charlotte and Ronda closing, right?
They're closing.
Yes, they are closing.
Alright.
Because I don't give a fuck how popular Stone Cold is. You don't close Mania with a segment.
I
That's
agreed the same thing, but
Turned into a match. I don't give a fuck. And plus, the whole point of night one, and this was the whole purpose of the two night, was to give the women a chance to main event a WrestleMania.
true.
I mean, ending WrestleMania with a segment is almost bad as ending it with a match against a football player.
Right.
That
Right.
true.
Huh. He was the face in that match.
Refrigerator Perry.
Lawrence Taylor.
Um, now
Oh,
for
Lawrence Taylor.
night two of WrestleMania. Um, well, what the fuck mania? Raw Women's Tag Team Championship match. Queen Zelina Vega and Carmella versus Naomi and Sasha Banks versus Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Natalia and Shayna Baszler. Who wins Scooter?
Corey Graves and Malachi Black later in the hotel room
Yeah, they do.
in a really awkward four-way orgy match.
Now you just made it too weird. Now you just
Mad.
took it way too far.
Too
uh,
far. Too far.
since again the women's tag team titles are they might as well call it the WTF championships. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if some of them switched partners mid-match.
And it kind of seems like they've all had a different dancing partner at some other point, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Um, mm, Sasha and Naomi.
Kaliko?
Yeah, it has to be. Sasha Naomi. My mind is telling me Mela and Zelina, but the crowd has been so pro Naomi forever, and they feel like they do that girl dirty. So it would have to be Sasha Naomi. Because I'm
And
trying to think, when was the last time those titles? Last time those titles changed hands
35.
at a Mania was 35, the Iconics.
uh,
But Naomi has had her WrestleMania moment. She had it at 33.
Right. No, I'd say she.
True. She had her moment, yeah, in her hometown state. However, people still there's a swath of black folks. See, I'm on that nigga internet. Sorry, but anyways, there's a swath of black folks that feel like Naomi ain't getting her due, and they think with someone who is established and voice has voice driven as Sasha that it'll finally break through.
No, I'd say it's gonna be Naomi and Sasha for this fact alone. Gotta keep Sasha happy. Gotta give Sasha something to do so she don't take her ball and go home. And that's the only reason that they would give her the championship. Alright, Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. Who wins Scooter?
Oh God! You know, as much as I rip on Pat, God, I hate Austin Theory. Oh, guaranteed channel changer McAfee. Clearly,
Kaliko?
I love McAfee, but Austin Theory is from the ATL, so I got to go with Austin Theory because I feel like Vince McMahon's going to do some shady shit.
So what's your thoughts on Alabama though?
You know what? I don't even care because Georgia's the champions, baby.
yes, I'd like to report a disturbance in California, please. Thank you. Send a tank.
Please let it be the no limit tank. Shout out Master P.
He's got a couple of vials of ricin, um, and maybe some anthrax, but only on vinyl.
How you how's that soda taste in front of you, Scooter?
Tastes like your mama's ass. That's what it tastes like.
Fuck you. No, going with um it has to be McAfee. I think McAfee wins this one. I mean, considering how many jobs he's took in the NXT to Cole and the Undisputed Era, he deserves it. He deserves that Mania moment.
I mean, he did two jobs in total.
But I mean that War Games match was enough of a job to last a lifetime. No?
Yeah, what an hour of an entire wrestling catalog does not a career make.
Alright, then we got Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass. Who wins? Good.
I can see the cast of Jackass turning on Knoxville just for fun, as a prank, and then Knoxville immediately making up with them with some, I don't know, huge, like, gun that shoots a diaper loaded with a brick at their balls. Uh, so you know what? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna say Knoxville wins after giving Sammy an atomic wedgie.
Kaliko.
Jesus Christ. All these goddamn celebrities y'all got winning. See, this is where Knoxville wins because Pat McAfee and Knoxville cannot win.
Right.
So one of them bitches got to lose. And if it's going to be the one that wins, it would be Knoxville. That's why I said Pat McAfee, he's just going to lose, go straight back to his goddamn desk. And then Knoxville wins, and goes sails in the sunset some goddamn way.
Well, unless Johnny brings his mare.
John Mayer?
He's mayor of Knoxville.
Man, think of that dude was in Walking Tall with The Rock,
So you're saying that
wasn't
The
he?
Rock might come and help Johnny Knoxville win the match?
Fuck no.
No. Since he was in crap, I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was with Arnold, with Schwarzenegger. So Schwarzenegger comes in, and then maybe Will Smith.
Damn, this is sounding like a good movie. Rather than a
Robert
match.
Downey Jr. pops in, then
And then,
Tom
and then,
Holland and
and then
Zendaya.
maybe Lara Flynn Boyle shows up to help him win as well. Or maybe they manage to give Johnny Knoxville a second head, like they did in Men in Black 2.
Alright, let's, I'm going with Sami Zayn, because I don't think Johnny Knoxville is taking the W in this. I mean, the guy is known for taking crotch shots. So I don't think anybody really expects him to win. And considering how they treated him in the Royal Rumble, yeah,
I mean, okay, maybe he won't take the W, but he'll take the P&O.
very true. Raw Tag Team Championship match. Okay, bro. Versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy. I think AU. Who wins, Phil?
I'm still hoping for RK Brodus. This is where I might say if somehow we don't get Cody and Seth, we get Cody coming back to take revenge on Randy.
Um, I think that's a stretch.
I mean, because let's face it, you're coming back to the WWE after Lug Wild, you'd probably have some unfinished business with Randy Orton.
I mean, they could do that later. But who wins the match?
Mm. I mean, do we see a WrestleMania heel turn here? Probably not. You know, RK Bro to retain.
Kaliko?
My brain is saying Arcade Bro. My heart is saying the Profits. So that means Alpha Academy is gonna win, right? No,
Thank you!
the Academy, no. I think the Profits.
Shush!
The Profits will be up.
Tucker.
I kind of felt the same way as you, Kaliko. I kind of feel it's gonna be Arcade Bro, but it's kind of should be the Street Profits. Um, but I don't feel like Arcade Bro is going anywhere right now. I think they're selling too much merchandise, they're having too much fun, and as long as they keep that song, the arcade, the
I hear voices in my bros.
yes, if as long as they keep that song, they're not going anywhere. So
Well, the only reason I would think they would lose it because they already lost it. You see what I'm saying? So the possibility's there.
true, but they want the WrestleMania moment with these guys. They're not going to do it yet because once it's over, it's over. So yeah, okay, bro. And I believe that brings us to our main event.
Yeah.
Double championship match. WWE and Universal Championship. Uh, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. It's probably the match we're all here for. So, Scooter, who wins?
What? I'm sorry. I'm so tired after saying the same damn thing. That being said, um, this is clearly a Roman finally getting his WrestleMania moment over Brock.
Kaliko.
Gotta agree. It's after seeing it at 31 and 34.
Gonna see it again at 38.
And now at 38.
And then again at 43.
Maybe 53.
How old is Brock gonna be back then?
Shit, he's part-time motherfucker can wrestle. He's 88 at this point. Shit.
And then at WrestleMania 69.
Hey. Cannot wait to that one. But Roman's the man now. So, yeah, it's Roman.
Yep, Roman. I think that was the fastest we've talked about a match tonight. Alright. If you're smart, how should you listen to WrestleMania Night 1 and 2, Scooter?
Only on the remix on YouTube, our brand new home on YouTube. The only live alternate commentary audio experience, sidecast, podcast, upcast, downcast, overcast, and every cast in between.
But
Even
never
a light cast
half-cast.
but never have cast audio experience for your ear holes.
Alright, and that will conclude our coverage of what the fuck? Mania Night 1, 2. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, both on YouTube and Castbox. Of course, this was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Fail One Coffee. Join us this Wednesday as we interview Misty Marks. And of course, follow the show at Wrestling with E both on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow us individually as well. I'm at JamesJ993 on Twitter. Where can we find Kaliko on Twitter?
Ooh, I am Kaliko as I start the journey back to Dallas. And if you see me out there, man, hey, I might even offer to buy you a drink. Just don't turn it down like, my co-host James.
And if you see Kaliko, sticking his thumb out of hitchhiking, give him a ride. Because he's starting to walk tonight.
Yeah.
Why not? Hell yeah! I'm walking 5,000 miles. Why not?
Have a sign. I'm a wrestling podcast co-host. Give me a ride to Mania.
That's
Do
a
a
lot
word
for a
diary.
small sign.
That is long for a sign, sir.
Oh, I fit more on a sign than just that. And where can they find Scooter?
You can find me watching your wife in the shower, or you can find me on Twitter at ScooterDust, at The Remix on YouTube, and of course all of my Twitch shenanigans with Rico Constantino Jr. and the rest of the Smoking Dragons clan, twitch.tv/Smoking Dragons.
For Kaliko Yachts and Scooter Dust, I'm James Shea, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
Is that a pube?
Hey guys, this is Brutal Bob Evans from Hangs with Bob Seminars and TheWrestleLife.com, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.
Hey guys, this is Brutal Bob Evans from Hangs with Bob Seminars and WRESTLINGWITHE.com, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.